Hello there! I am Dr. No. In all seriousness, though, hey YouTube, I'm Crypt Fang, the vampire pony. You may know me from my other YouTube channel, Dr. Josh Fox, formerly Josh Consolo, but probably not. On this channel, I'll be posting all pony-related stuff, namely analysis videos. Now, I do know that there are already tons of bronies who are well known for this already, so this might seem a tad redundant. But that's the beauty of the internet, that there's so many people and so many opinions to be shared that even if there are other people who already have a head start on you, as long as you bring something fun and unique to the table and can keep the viewers interested, tons of videos of the same style aren't that big a deal. And I wanted to share my thoughts on some elements from the show and stuff, and see how it compared to other people's opinions. Or maybe I just wanted to do this for fun. Either one works, I guess. But let's not waste any more time. Let's discuss the topic I've chosen for today as my first video. Why is the Mare Duel episode so bad? I have to admit, this is one that I never quite understood why people hate it so much. I mean, granted, I wasn't a big fan of it either, but nothing about it really made me rage in the way it makes other bronies rage. Then again, I only saw it once. So recently, out of curiosity, I decided to check out the episode again, this time with a more critical eye to try and see what exactly didn't work. And I pinpointed two specific issues that I think really are what killed the episode. I think the first issue here is that Rainbow Dash was, well, for lack of a better way to put it, she was vilified. Now, we know that Rainbow Dash is a braggart. It's kind of part of her character. But I think that the writer of this episode, Meriwether Williams, seems to have taken it way too far in order to make her seem like the antagonist of the episode, which is a stupid way of doing it. Let me try to explain. In the last roundup, a far better episode by the way, Applejack could be considered the episode's antagonist. But she isn't vilified. She just causes a good portion of the episode's events to go down. Or how about in the episode Baby Cakes? In that situation, the babies can be considered the antagonists, but are not vilified. A lot of this seems to stem from the lack of knowledge of the difference of a villain and an antagonist. A villain is someone who does something that can be considered morally wrong, or is just causing trouble in general, usually with direct intent. An antagonist, however, is basically a character or group that serves as the opposition to the protagonist. They are not necessarily evil or the character who should be vilified. A good example of this is in the Team Dark story of Sonic Adventure 2, in which the heroes are the antagonists getting in the way of Team Dark. So what I'm trying to say here basically is that the first issue was that Rainbow Dash was vilified in order to make her an antagonist, which was most likely not necessary and just seemed out of character, or at the very least a flanderization of her character, using her braggart-like nature as a crutch in order to make her a bad guy. The second issue is much easier to explain. Rainbow Dash has to be told the lesson. Now one could make the argument that that's not so bad, I don't really see what the issue is. The issue is that she really didn't learn anything. The moral was regurgitated to her. In the end, she didn't learn it because she went through this big, valuable lesson thing. They certainly try and make you think that's what happened, but really, you could have just walked up to her, said something along the lines of, you know you shouldn't be a braggart, you're annoying everybody. It would have had the exact same effect. The entire episode was pointless because they could have basically just regurgitated the information. And one could also make the argument that, well, she needed a visual example. Fair enough. Okay, then maybe that part of the argument can be considered invalid. But it's still the fact that the information was regurgitated. Now, you're probably wondering what I mean by this. It's the exact same issue I have with the educational system. You're not technically learning anything, you're being told things and being told that these things are right. You're not learning them from personal experience, rather instead it's being forced onto you. Morals in this show should not work like that. Morals in any show should not work like that because it's a bad way to do it. It just doesn't make any sense. There is no personal growth. Rather, instead, there is simple regurgitation. And I know I've used that word a lot, but that's the best way to describe it. Regurgitated information. Whew. Well, I hope that got my opinion across. And I hope that showed some insight on why the episode is considered to be so bad. But what do you think? What did you think of the episode? What rubbed you the wrong way? What did you like? That sort of thing. Can you defend the episode? Leave your comments on the video and let me know. And let the rest of YouTube know. And if you liked what you saw, don't forget to subscribe to me. This has been Crypt Fang. Thank you for watching.